Hey guys, Pastor Tanner here, coming at you with another Logos video. In this video, we have some updates regarding Logos's move to a full subscription model a little bit later this year, and I have some things that I want to highlight just in terms of clarifications for people as they're trying to understand what Logos is doing with the new subscription model. These updates have come in the form of a few emails that Logos has been sending out. Specifically, if you are a Logos Connect subscriber, you received an email that gives you some early access, and so we have a little bit of a sneak peek at what is going to be going on coming this fall. Before we go into that updated information, however, I wanted to give a few points of clarification regarding the subscription model itself. As I was reading through the comments on the last video I did, everybody seems confused on what the new subscription model is, so I want to describe it in high-level terms, hopefully so everybody can understand what is going on. If you already feel like you understand the subscription model and what it's doing, please just jump down to the timestamp below, and that will start you off with my take on the updated information. Now, as for the clarifications, what is Logos? Well, Logos is an engine that acts as both a digital library and it gives you features to leverage that digital library. So it's an engine, that's the big piece, and then you have the digital library and the features, and these two in the past have often been combined in what they called base packages. Okay, base packages are no more. They're going away from base packages. What's changing in the future is that your library, your digital library, is going to be separated off from the features themselves. Okay, so let me walk through what this is actually affecting by using their own frequently asked questions. So is the subscription model going to be affecting your engine, the user interface that you have in order to access your digital library? The answer is no. In their frequently asked questions, this is asked, will the free version of Logos continue to be available? Yes, it will still be available. We want Logos to continue to be the most accessible and powerful place for believers to study the Word. So the Logos engine itself will always receive updates, bug fixes, etc. It will be free. This is important for people because a lot of people think, now I'm not going to have the software that I need to access my digital library. The engine is available to you in perpetuity as far as Logos has committed, and so you're not going to have to worry about that. Now, what about that digital library piece? Is your digital library going to be affected by the subscription model? Again, the answer is no. In the frequently asked questions, it says, will I be forced to subscribe to Logos in the future? What about all the books I've already bought? Logos says we are 100% committed to ensuring you can always access all the books you purchased. No one will be forced to subscribe to Logos to retain access to their existing content. So again, your engine isn't affected and your digital library isn't affected either. Finally, is the subscription model going to be affecting your features? Yes and no. Okay, the no piece is it's not going to affect your existing features. However, it is going to affect future features. Again, the frequently asked questions say, will I lose my features, books, or investment in Logos? No, your investment in Logos is safe, and you'll always be able to access your content in Logos for free. You aren't required to subscribe to keep your access to content or features you already own. So all that is changing with the subscription model is that future features will be tied to the subscription. Base packages that contain both libraries and features are no longer a thing. They're going away. All you have now is the subscription for features, and you have libraries for books. So with those clarifications out of the way, let's now look at two important pieces of updated information. The first most important one that I want to bring to your attention is what they're calling the legacy fallback license. They say this: unlike other subscriptions, with Logos, you'll keep features from your subscription that don't rely on the cloud or AI after 24 months, even if you cancel. I saw some people in our chat calling this a rent-to-own model. I think that's a good way of putting it. So what this is saying is if you subscribe for 24 months straight, whatever features you unlock with your subscription up to that point, excluding AI and cloud-based features, will be yours in perpetuity. Now, I don't know if they're offering this to everybody in the future or only to those L10 subscribers that are jumping on the early boat. I'm not really sure on that, but I think this is a fantastic offering. Again, a lot of people have told me, I'm not interested in AI. I don't want those features necessarily. This might be a good option for you. You can subscribe for 24 months at a discounted rate. We'll get to that momentarily. And then you can end your subscription there if you don't like how the features have been rolled out and you don't think they're adding value. I have heard horror stories from people, especially with Adobe or other subscription models. They say they paid for years and years and years. They didn't get to keep anything. Well, with Logos, if you subscribe for 24 months, you keep features that aren't AI or cloud-based. Pretty cool. The second piece of updated information, and this is just a clarification, I mentioned this one before, new libraries will only be available to Logos subscribers. We already talked about that. So you're not going to have access to the new libraries when Premium, Pro, and Max launch unless you already have a subscription. But if you do, then you'll have access to those new libraries, and you can keep those books even if you don't keep your subscription. However, here's a cool piece. They say legacy libraries will be available to everyone. So you guys may have noticed that legacy libraries have been a thing for a while now. They keep these around. You can buy L7 bronze or whatever you want, and that's pretty cool that those are going to continue to be available for people whenever they do the legacy sales. Now, in addition to this updated information, we also have our first look at the features that are available in each tier and the libraries themselves. In addition, I want to talk a little bit about the last chance sale. Now, remember, there are 3 levels of subscription: Premium, Pro, and Max. Again, just to give you the high level, Premium is billed as excellent for small group leaders or anyone interested in deep Bible study. Pro is billed for pastors and ministry leaders who preach regularly. And finally, Max is supposed to be for all of the academic level research and sermon prep that you might need. But rather than just having those high-level descriptions, we actually have some indications in the table that they gave of which features are going to be available at which levels. This is very helpful. If you want to check out any of these features that I'm now going to be describing, please check the link to the video below. I've done videos on all of these features and kind of talked about my favorite ones, and they've grown on me over time. Now, one thing that I think is awesome, it looks like to me that Smart Search and Summarization are both available at all levels: Premium, Pro, and Max. Now, the number of uses looks like it's reduced at the Premium level. You only get hundreds of uses rather than thousands of uses, but still, it's amazing because I think Smart Search and Summarization might be the 2 best features in the subscription, and they're both offered at the lowest level. That's great. Now, at the Pro level, you get the Sermon Assistant. This comes with quite a few features to help you generate and craft application and illustration. So if you like utilizing the Sermon Builder and you like fleshing out your sermons with application and illustration, you might want the Pro level. Finally, it looks like to me that auto translation as a feature comes in at Max. So if you are reading a lot of different works in a lot of different languages in Logos, you might want this auto translation feature. Now, I'm not clear if this is the same as the translation sidebar. I think it probably is, but if it is a new feature that I'm not aware of, we'll try to cover it in the future. Now, as far as the free libraries that are included with each of the subscriptions, I took a glance at them. Let me just give you some of the high levels. First of all, Premium for me seems pretty bare bones, especially when it comes to lexicons, both in the Greek and in the Hebrew. Now, you do get a decent chunk of public domain and lexem commentary, so that's not bad, but I think people really should jump in at the Premium level if all they really want is the Smart Search and the summaries features. These are good features, and this is the best subscription level if that's all you want. Now, Pro to me looks like it's going to be the sweet spot for many. Now, of course, that's depending on pricing differences. I don't know how different they're going to be. As far as I'm aware, we don't have finalized pricing yet. If we do, I'll try to get that out to you in a new video. But I could see a lot staying for the Sermon Assistant and the expanded features, plus the little more robust library that's offered in Pro. Finally, Max is a little bit heavier hitting on the exegetical commentaries. Currently, I think not as many users are going to see value in Max. But again, we're going to have to see the pricing. If it's only a little bit higher than Pro, then a lot of people might want to jump on this one. Finally, when it comes to libraries, I also saw that the starter, bronze, and silver libraries look to me like they're finalized and published. If you'd like to see a fuller treatment of my take on starter, bronze, and silver, please let me know down in the comments below. We might do a separate buying guide on just these 3 and then maybe add on the other buying guide stuff when we see the other libraries. Finally, guys, I want to talk about the last chance sale. Now, this gives discount pricing for L10 users. And I'm sorry if this sounds a little bit sales pitchy. That's not my intention. But there are a lot of people who come to me for advice on what they should buy in Logos, even while I'm streaming. And so I just want to give some of my thoughts and perspectives on the last chance sale. Now, first, they extended the last chance sale to September 30th. I think this is fantastic. Gives you more of an opportunity, a couple more weeks to decide where you want to jump in at. Secondly, although I have not seen full and finalized pricing on the Logos subscriptions themselves, we have seen that they are offering a little bit of a discount if you subscribe at an annual level. Looks like that typical thing where if you subscribe annually, then you only pay for 10 months instead of the full 12, but you're going to have to pay all that money up front. Now, we have a few tables here that help us to understand what sorts of discounts you will get. First, there are upgrader discounts. These are all tiered based upon what the newest version of Logos you own is, and they're trying to give better discounts for those people who actually own earlier versions of Logos and haven't jumped in with, say, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. So if you jump in at starter, it looks like all of them are about 20% off. If you jump in at bronze, it's 35% or 55%, depending on your newest version. Silver has 45, 55, and 65%. And finally, the full or the gold feature set has 50, 55, and 65%. What do we learn from this? Well, users with older versions, especially 8 and below, should really consider the last chance sale because they're getting some of the best discounts ever, and it's setting them up for a future in Logos where they can choose to proceed with the subscription if they want. They're also offering a discount to new customers, 20% off at the starter level, all the way up to 50% off, I think, at gold and above. So if you're a newer customer, it's a really good time to jump in as well. Again, this is important because not only are you getting a good discount, you're also getting a discount for future subscription, and you are locking in the best non-subscription product that Logos is ever going to release. Finally, they noted there are subscription savings for those who are in at L10. Looks like if you want to get on the premium track, you should get at least bronze. Premium or Pro, you want to get silver, and then finally Premium, Pro, or Max, get gold or the full feature set. So that's it, guys. Those are the biggest updates as far as I am aware of them. I think a lot of people are going to like the legacy fallback license. That takes away a lot of angst from users who've been burned by companies in the past when they subscribed for years and years and years and had nothing to show for it. Now, at least with Logos, you'll have something to show for it if you stay locked in for 24 months. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm sorry we don't have finalized subscription pricing. When I get that information, we'll try to create a video, give you some recommendations on what I think the best buys are. And again, please let me know if you want to see some initial reviews of the starter, bronze, and silver libraries. I'd love to bring that to you guys, but I'm also interested in seeing the ones beyond that and doing a full treatment in terms of a buyer's guide. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Pastor Tanner Biblical Studies. Please utilize my affiliate link down below if this helped you out at all. Get a small commission from that, and it helps me to continue to give you great content. Appreciate all your love and support. Take care. God bless.